Hello guys, today I will be changing thermal paste and doing some desk cleaning at my MSI GP73 Leopard 8RF. For that purpose I will be using Cryonaut thermal paste. It's nothing specific, I just bought one of those from Amazon. I'm gonna need some tools, actually it's gonna be just one tool. I'm gonna be using some cotton bits to clean extra dust and extra thermal paste from the processor. I'm gonna be using some magnets to keep my bolts on in one place, and obviously just before starting you have to clean everything dust free. So before starting to take apart, don't forget to take stuff like this out. Don't forget is the SSD card slot if there's something to take it out. Basically it should have to be nothing plugged in. And then don't forget there will be one screw hiding behind the factory label or sticker. So it's just literally just behind that sticker. And then also all the rest screws all the way around and one in the middle which you need to take it out. We'll take those out. I will be with you in a minute. And another quick tip, my screwdriver is broken, so there is no magnet no more, so I fixed a little bit. So when you undo a screw, it doesn't come out, so that's why I'm using magnets. You can easily stick that to the screw and pull it out. And that is all bolts out, and it will be sitting just over there. So after that I will be using another tool, it's just some useless card from some Tesco. I'm not saying Tesco is useless, but I'm just not using it. And we're gonna start opening that, and you have to choose aside from which one you want to open. So choose the one which have less parts. For example, this one have much more, so it will be much harder to take that apart. So starting from like that corner and just trying to up and see it start opening, and just work your way all the way around. Don't break nothing, go easy, it just should pop like so, and just work around. See you later. So panel is already off. That bit which have more port just slides this way off, and that what we have inside. So first of all, what I recommend to do is just disconnect a battery and use my handy dandy magnets. Pull it, and the battery is disconnected. And later on I will be unscrewing the cooler, fans, basically all this part, which will be a couple of screws around the fans, screws around the processor, screws around the video GPU, and then see you then. Almost forget, there is one cable we have to unplug first before trying to do anything, and you already can start seeing all dust everywhere. Obviously this I believe should be my GPU fan, and this is CPU, so looks like GPU works much more than GPU. So actually this is CPU cooler because this is CPU, so obviously it goes there, and this is GPU closer to GPU. So after I took all screws out, keep your screws from your CPU separately. Again, I'm keeping on the magnets. And then before taking that out completely, you can disconnect the fans cables there and there, but for me personally it's just easier to take that off and to disconnect that separately. If that goes up, yep. And now I have more access just to take those off. And careful, yep. Oh, I made that. Oh. So that's our cooling pads, and that's oh, I put too many paste last time. That's fun. Give me a couple minutes, I will clean everything and see you then. So I have clean processor, GPU, and my cooling pads. Don't forget, I mean those bits, cooling pads are just over there. Be sure you're not gonna lose them. or just take a picture to remember where exactly they were. And later on, actually now I will be taking those off and cleaning them individually because they have so much dust everywhere. So I will be doing one at a time and just putting back, just not to mix them up. I'm not sure is there any difference between two of those, but I don't want to mix them. So after the fan is off, just using one of those and start cleaning each as much as best as you can. And yeah, see you later. Guys, just look at this bit, so much dust. Oh my god. Can't believe it. I changed my thermal paste just like, I don't know, a couple of months ago. Okay, lying, maybe 5 months ago. I'm using my laptop on top of my knees, laying in a bed, so... Oh my god. Look at that. That's not good, very not good. So, this part already clean of dust. And what I noticed that one of those pads which I mentioned before just escaped from its original place. So we're gonna put it back to its own place. Clean more time. And soon we will be applying thermal paste. Yep, see you soon. And so guys, I think now is the time to say that this is not a tutorial. I do it because I like it and I need it. I hope so you're enjoying to watch that. And everything you do is on your own. Now is the time for thermal paste. Woohoo! So as I said again, I'm doing thermal grizzly crayon out. So when I clean the processor, and if you will be cleaning, be really careful at those parts. You see those micro schemes? Or how they called? Just keep very softly. Don't scratch them off. It's really important. And then clean very neat and tidy the processor and your video card chip. And it's time to apply this one. I have no idea how it's gonna look. Oh, let's see. Ooh, okay, it's not bad. Okay, so for processor, I will be putting some just in the middle, and for video chip, I will be putting just one thin line all the way across. It doesn't work so good, yeah. Well, it's good that it's not a tutorial. Oh no! So the axis, which I don't like it, I was just gonna clean up. Do I like this? No, I don't. Oh my god. Yeah, it will do. So, processor, maybe just a little bit more on this side. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. So, close that, put that aside. You have to clean this stuff, guys. If it gets on your clothes, on your fingers, it's just gonna stay. It's so annoying. So every time you have someone just clean it off. Clean. That's gonna save you some hassle later on. And now extra dust cleaning all the way around. I think compressed air would help a lot, to be honest. I think that's good enough. And time of truth. All pads. Oh my god, this one almost off. All pads in place. This was almost off. Let me zoom it out a little bit. Okay. Whew. Actually, one more time. Obviously, those bits and processor bits you should clean, I think, with alcohol or with other bits to make sure they're really clean. What I'm doing now, as I said, is not a tutorial. I'm doing that because why not? I just like it. And nope, that way. Nope, something for, oh, that's cable. Oh, nice. Okay, that will be sitting there. I don't know how yet. I think I will plug that in first. Is it in? No, it's not. One is in. Another one is in. And now, ooh, my hands is shaking. What? And it should just fell very softly. Okay, I think we're almost on place. Let's try to tidy up first bolt of GPU. It is your video card. And nice, it's all in. This, ooh, careful. All it's in. I will be tightening those 4 screws and I will show you later. So all screws are in. Main screws is processors and video cards. I recommend don't put any pressure on those bits, just tidy up the bolts and that's it. That should be enough pressure to level up the thermal paste. Then screw the fans. The screws for the fans actually almost the same length of the processor, so don't mix them up just in case there's slight difference. Then put your bolts back for fans, this one. And just generally talking about this laptop, you can easily, by opening the back panel, which is this one, yeah, which we showed before, you can easily actually snap the bits there. So be careful when you're opening. So that could be a reason why you don't want to do it yourself, because this plastic can break very easy and you won't be able to see it later, most likely, those bits and bobs, but you would know that you broke, so that wouldn't be nice. But if you open that, you easily as this can change your memory. So there's 2 slots for this specific device. This specific device have extra slot for SSD, which already put in 1 SSD. Actually, this was original, which is there. So I took it off, put it there, and I bought extra 1 terabyte, put in the main slot, and copy all data, all Windows system from this one, like mirror copy, into that one. So now this one is my main disk, this is extra disk, and this is HDD disk. So I have like 3 disks and 2 memory slots, so those you can swap yourself very easy, just opening back panel. You don't need to do nothing else, just as I said, while you opening those clips there, clips around on the bits there which holding the panel could snap very easy, so be really careful. That could be pain later, like those bits, if they snap, it could be a visible slight gap. So yeah guys, I will be closing that back and checking is it still working or not. And I'm going to show you how to start putting that one back. So you take that end, put the panel, align with your outputs and slide it on, and then put the rest, and it just makes those clap sounds. Traction, and go around, and that looks pretty fine. and tie it to your bolts back. By looks of it, actually all bolts are the same all the way around. There is only one which is slightly smaller, and it goes straight over there. Guys, remember the smaller bolt? Yeah, so it's not going there, guys. I forgot the battery. That is funny. So, how to put the battery in? Opening the back panel. Ta-da! Taking a battery. And this way, I guess. And sliding on. And then taking that smaller screw. Now it's gonna be tricky because, as I said, this is not a magnetic, so I really suggest to have magnetic screwdriver. And putting the battery in. So, memory in, battery in, all wires plugged back. What could go wrong? And one more time that noise. Oh, I like it. And then all those screws should be the same, hopefully. Yeah, they should be. So I'm just gonna put them back and see if it's working. So, the moment of truth. And let's try. And that's what I expected. Actually, it's not starting, and usually when you disconnect the battery, I noticed that when you plug back the battery, you actually need to put back the main power in. So give me a second. And then oh, that was scary for a second. Looks like it's working, guys. So, as I said, this is not a tutorial. This is just for entertainment purposes. But if you want to change your memory sticks or your SSD disk, it's so easy. Just open the back panel and just swapping those. There's one ball holding the SSD, and there is no balls holding your memory stick. Just flip open and just take it off. So yeah, that's about it. And in a second I will check my temperatures. So guys, I did my thermal testing and I'm very happy with the results. I tested a 960 megabytes file, so temperature rise to 73, but when I went all the way max, it went to like 77 Celsius, and this is actually really good because before it was going over 80, 85, even more. And the first reason why I'm using this throttle stop is because this laptop generally, when you're playing, it's overheating. I don't know why, but I noticed that lowering the speed of the processor, for example, it's capable of turbo boosting to 41,000 megahertz, 4,100 megahertz, but keeping it like capped at 3,400 megahertz, obviously lowering the voltages. I'm not gonna go talking about much more. There's a lot of videos about throttle stop, but basically on those settings, 3,400 megahertz with offset of the voltages, I getting now on full load 73, 75 max. So I'm really happy with this. So I would say change of thermal paste was successful, guys. Thank you for watching. This is second of my videos. Really happy to see almost 90,000 views on my first video. I hope so. This will be maybe somebody helpful, an interesting video too. Thanks. Bye.